Alright, so I have the Onefinity and here's my probe, but the magnet wire came off. And looking at this, it looks like there's still a little bit of wire in there that I can hopefully solder onto. So I'm going to try that. And what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've peeled it back just a tad bit here on the wire, but I'm going to cut just a tad bit off here. Just a little bit off there. Have my soldering iron ready to roll here. Alright, so I'm going to put the magnet. I have a threaded insert here that can help me to keep this up so I can kind of like my third hand here. So I'm going to first off solder. I think I'm going to solder probably onto this wire and maybe onto that. We'll see. Actually, you know what? I'm going to solder first onto the magnet. I think this is actually looks like 3D printed plastic. So I'm going to try to get just onto the wire here and not. Alright, put a little solder in there. Okay. And now, oh crap. This guy just popped up. That's a spring. What the heck? Okay. Well, I guess that's even better, I guess. Not sure how that went in, but I'm guessing that the spring. Well, let me go ahead and get a. I didn't know that was going to happen. So now what we're going to do, I think, is clean off that gunk that I just made from the soldering iron. So let's try that first with the drill bit. I'll just use that to. I didn't realize that a spring was coming out of that bad boy there. So let's see. Use a drill bit here. Maybe this guy is about the same. And I'm just gonna get that worked out a little there. See if my spring will go back in. No, sure won't. So let's get a bigger drill bit. Clean it out. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do first is solder onto the spring here. And since there's plastic on here, I'll CA glue this guy onto the probe. Okay, so using this I'm going to clamp down because this dude likes to get flaky on me here. So we're just going to use a spring clamp, hold my third hand here, and I'm just going to put my spring on here, and so this I have to move it up here-ish, like right there if that sounds good. We're going to get our spring here. Now we're going to get this, actually you know what, let's put the spring up like that. Okay, bet you that spring is on fire. Let that cool down. I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing here, but anyway, I've connected the spring back to the fillet. It's probably super hot right there, so let's not get super close to that. Yeah, the wire is nice and warm right here. Okay. And my wire is connected back onto the spring. I'm going to try to get we're good to go here. I'm going to pull on the spring a little bit, just so that when I get it in that hole there, it will hit the end there. Okay. So I can feel that as I'm compressing the spring, it's touching the end there. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the spring back on right here. And since there is plastic here, I'm going to use some CA glue. I'm going to use some CA glue to hold the plastic back to itself. So hopefully this works. This is kind of a pain in the butt. I wish that wire was a little more thick, but alright, so now I'm going to move that soldering iron over there, get my CA glue, get the tip of this hot because the CA glue likes to gunk up right here. And I use this, there we go, if you can hear that. There we go. So now we're going to push down on this. Maybe let's do a screwdriver with a flathead. So I don't want to glue my fingertip to this guy here. So I'm gonna use a flathead, push down, maybe. Well, using the finger to stabilize it and hold it down. Get a little CA glue around the edge here. Get some activator, and I'm shaking a tad bit because I want to push pressure down on this guy so that it cures. Kind of moved on me there. That's okay. So we're going to go on this side, push it down. Got to use one finger to hold the magnet the magnet so that it doesn't move. Okay. 2P10.
You soldered?
What, baby?
Soldered?
I was like, I think I got it. It's kind of a janky wire. Like I pulled it and I was like, what the? It broke. Okay, so we're gonna test my probe to see if it works. Okay. Well, we'll move that down. Okay, and then over here, I'm gonna see if let's see here. Okay, so we're zeroed out. I'm gonna clean off my screen here. Has dust all over it. Okay, so now let me go ahead and lower this. Well, I mean not move forward. I mean lower the router. So we're gonna lower the router. Get close to the probe. We're gonna hit probe. We're gonna touch it. And that works. I mean, let's do the whole thing. So now it's going to go down. It's going to touch the probe. And if it goes back up, it means everything's good. Perfect. Perfect. It works. So our ghetto solder and CA glue job worked.